I think this quote by William Shakespeare, I think it holds an importance, right? To a lot of William Shakespeare. The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. Something that a lot of us need to really think about, because you know what? We on one side or the other. Right? For the fool thinks that he is wise, but the wise knows himself to be a fool. Knows himself to be foolish, right? See, that's the thing. Sometimes we're a fool, right? We think that we know everything. We think that we got it all figured out. We think that we got it all under control, right? We had the scenario in our head where like we good, we Gucci, nothing's going to stop us from what we're doing. Nothing's going to derail us, none of that type of stuff, right? And we fool ourselves, right? The fool fooling themselves, right? And we continue to do that. We continue to do that because we think we're wise. But we're so foolish in our own ways that we think we know what's best for our life. We think we know what's best for others. We think that what we're doing is the right choice. We think that what we're doing is something that just makes sense, right? We think that. And that's totally understandable. A lot of us are in that same boat. A lot of us are like, you know what? Yeah, things are going to happen, right? But think about it like this. A lot of us are going to go through life and we're going to think everything's good. We're going to fool ourselves into thinking that we know best when we know not, right? And then it says, for the wise knows themselves to be foolish, right? See, there's a certain thing that comes with wisdom that you know not to make a fool of yourself, right? You know how to navigate everything. You know how to take certain things in. You know how to give certain things out. You know how to evaluate the situation, evaluate everything that's going on around you, right? To a certain point where you do not make a fool of yourself, right? Because the foolish will make a fool of themselves thinking that they are wise, but the wise are not going to put themselves in a situation, put themselves in a mindset that they're going to make a fool of themselves, because the wise are thinking better than that, right? They're thinking ahead of that. They're thinking ahead of the game. So that's the one thing that we got to kind of really just like think about a little bit more. What side have you been on? What side are you on right now? What side do you think that you're falling more on, right? On the scale, like foolish, wise, right? What side, what decisions are you making that's leading towards the side of wisdom or leading to the side of foolishness, right? Because I probably did that backwards from the analogy with my hands a second ago, but that's totally fine. Don't pay attention to that. Pay attention to what I'm saying. But yeah, like, I'd rather be wise and know myself to be foolish than to be foolish thinking I'm wise, right? Because I've met so many people that have been foolish thinking that they're wise. It happens so many times. You know, you see it every single day. There's people in your life, there's people probably in your family, in your clique, whatever, in your peers, that's going to be foolish thinking that they're wise. But then also on the other end, you're going to have some people that are wise, knowing themselves to be foolish, and they are not going to make those mistakes. They're going to be the ones that are going to keep everybody grounded. Those are the ones you surround yourself with. The foolish ones, I'm not saying cut them out, but it depends on the degree of the foolishness that they are putting themselves and maybe even putting yourself in with them. So some food for thought of what you guys should think about when it comes to being wise or foolish. If you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you so much, more than you ever know. So, Crayon Rocket, our motto is be unique, Be creative. Be you. Why is this important? Because we were all created in the image of God. We were all perfectly and wonderfully made. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Share it, like it, subscribe. I would appreciate it. God bless.